students. Today I am going to summarize the third chapter of Hornbill, that is Discovering Tut. The saga continues, written by A.R. Williams. King Tut, he was an Egyptian king and he was the last of his family line. The death of King Tut was the death of a dynasty. It means the end of a dynasty. After his death, King Tut was buried with gold, as the royals were extremely rich at that time and they thought that they could take their riches with them in their journey to the greater beyond. They also believed in resurrection. It means life after death. They believed that there is a life after death. So the things of everyday use were also buried with King Tut. The things were like board games, bronze razor, linen undergarments, and cases of food and wine. After his death, King Tut became the center of scientific examination. In 1922, a British archaeologist, Howard Carter, discovered the mummy more than 3,000 years after his death. At first, he recorded the funeral treasure. Then he started investigating the three nested coffins. At first, when he opened the first coffin, there were garlands of olive and willow leaves, lotus petal, wild celery, cornflower, etc. And all these things are found in March or April. And it was clear that King Tut was buried in March or April. But when he opened the third coffin, he ran into trouble because he found that Tut's body had been cemented to the solid gold coffin due to the ritual reasons. Actually, the ritual reason had become hardened and the body was cemented to the gold coffin. It was really hard for Carter and his men to remove the mummy from that gold coffin. So at that time, Carter used unscientific ways and unscientific methods and illegitimate ways to remove that mummy. He cut the mummy from every major joint. Actually, he had to chisel away the solidified reason to free that mummy. And when they had finished, he reassembled the body on a sand layer in a wooden box. After that, in 1968, an anatomy professor x-rayed the mummy and a startling fact came into light. He declared that the front breastbone and rib cage was missing from that body. And in 2005, Jahi Hawass, Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquity, he observed that the mummy was in bad condition because of what Carter had done at that time. The CT scan was done on 5th Jan 2005. At about 6 p.m., the workman carried out that body from his tomb. Like pallbearers, they climbed on ramp, then on stairs, and after that the body was kept on a hydraulic lift and it was taken to the trailer where the CT scanner was kept. Then they started to scan that body. At first, the head was scanned to know its complicated structure. It was scanned in 0.62 mm slices. Then the whole body was scanned. After that, Jahi Hawass smiled when the results were clear. Actually, the ribcage was there. The images of skull, hand, they were equally bright. A grey head appeared on the screen and Jahi Hawass was happy. He felt relaxed because nothing had gone seriously wrong with King Tut. Now, the students, I had tried to summarize this chapter. So many internal questions are there. Try to read this lesson and also try to understand this. Okay, thanks.